Well, hello again, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Corner. Welcome to Art Regner's video blog for FoxSportsDetroit.com. And before we begin, a lot of people have been asking me about my mother. As you know, she has lung cancer. It's stage 4. Yesterday on Friday was a real trying day. I had to call EMS. She was taken to the hospital, and she came out of it. She's still in the hospital, but she's doing fine. And again, I want to thank everyone for their thoughts and prayers and the outpouring from the fans and from people and just in general for my colleagues at FoxSportsDetroit.com and everywhere. It's just been great. It's uplifting, and I can't tell you how much I really, really, really appreciate it. So with that said, let's continue our video blog. And we're going to talk about the Detroit Red Wings. Surprise, surprise. I can't go anywhere, whether I'm in the hospital or walking down the street or even in my mother's house without everybody asking me about the Red Wings. So a week into the season right now, the Red Wings are at 2-2 for the year. A week ago tonight on Saturday, they were shelled by the St. Louis Blues to start the season 6-0. And everybody said, well, you know, they're not as bad as they look in that game. And, you know, I think we kind of had our doubts about that. Through the first 3 games of the season, the Red Wings has only scored 5 goals. Their power play was 0 for 15. And it appeared that it was really going to be a season of a transition. To top that off, Thomas Holmstrom retired just before the Red Wings home opener against the Dallas Stars last Tuesday. So a lot of things have been going on in Red Wing land that may not have been positive. And I do want to say, people want me to share my memories of Thomas Holmstrom. I will do that tomorrow. I will do a little video blog tribute to Homer. But let's concentrate on the Red Wings in this first week of the season, the goods and the bads. Well, last night, Friday night in Detroit, they were able to defeat the Minnesota Wild by a score of 5-3. They had a 2-goal lead, and then they squandered it, but they did come back, and they scored 2 power play goals. They were 2 of 5. Damian Brunner got the Red Wings on the scoring sheet and power play goal, but really it was just a great shot by Brunner. So let's look at it this way. These are what I think are positive about the Detroit Red Wings. It looks like right now that Damian Brunner is going to be a goal scorer, which is exactly what they need. Now, I'm not trying to anoint them after 4 games, but they won the 1 game in Columbus on a shootout, on a nifty move by Brunner to win it, which was great. He seems to be always around the puck, has a nose for the net, has a great and accurate hard shot. So maybe, just maybe, the Red Wings have lucked out again and have found a player, a diamond in the rough in Damian Brunner. I know it's going to take a lot more than just me anointing him. I understand that. And Sunday night's game in Chicago, we'll see how the Blackhawks are able to handle them, because the Blackhawks have been playing very well and they're on fire. But Damian Brunner is the best positive I can say thus far for the Red Wings, a team that I still believe has trouble scoring goals. Pavel Datsyuk was great against Minnesota. So was Filppula, and Zetterberg. I mean, those guys have to be on. Todd Bertuzzi came back and scored a couple of goals. All great stuff. But Johan Franzen, where are you? Seriously. They need the mule to really start peppering in some of the pucks in the old net. He needs to really, really up his game. I'm not trying to call Franzen out, but yeah, I'm trying to call him out a little bit. Another thing that I think is positive, and please follow me on this one. I do believe that Kent Huskins is not going to be a bad pickup as long as he is spectacular defensively, if that makes sense. I mean, as long as he stays at home and does his job, I think he's serviceable, and I think he calms the blue line down, because he's not looking to be the next Bobby Orr or anything like that. So I don't believe Huskins is certainly a long-term solution, but in a 48-game schedule, what he's done thus far, I think he could be a calming solution. And I think that is okay. So Huskins and Brunner in the first week, positive. What I still don't like is the Red Wings defense and their penance, if that is even a word, for taking penalties. They have to be more disciplined, and I really do think that their blue line is going to be hot and cold all year. You know, the blue line's just going to be who it is. I mean, they're not going to be great, and they're not going to be horrible. They're not going to be terrible. They're going to be adequate at best. And because they're going to be adequate at best, as I keep saying over and over, the forward core are going to have to, number one, play both ends of the ice, and most of the time they do. And secondly, they're going to have to score goals. They cannot not have long scoring droughts. To have only 5 goals in the first 3 games is unacceptable, because it's unacceptable because they're not going to win many games. So that is my take after the first week. Brunner, Huskins, good. Defense, not going to be that good no matter what happens, I think. And power play has to score, but the forward core, again, has to get the job done. And the game Sunday night in Chicago will be interesting to see where they're at. I think Jimmy Howard's playing fine. I don't have a problem with him. I do think that Lashoff and, of course, Brendan Smith, the more time they get, the better they become. So there are some positives on the defensive side. But defensive hockey, too many penalties, and lack of scoring, and hardly any secondary scoring, everybody's got to score, are still going to be a problem for the Red Wings. But they have a big week coming up. Every week's a big week when you only play 48-game schedule. But we'll see how it transpires this upcoming week. But that's my thoughts after 1 week of the Red Wings season. And until we meet again, which will be tomorrow when I offer my thoughts on Thomas Holmstrom, the Swedish demolition man, finally hanging it up after 15 glorious seasons in Detroit, and plus a bonus football pick. Oh yeah, the Pro Bowl. I like the NFC right now. Now I like the AFC. So find out tomorrow whom I actually pick. Until we meet again, have a safe and pleasant one, everyone. I'm Art Regner for FoxSportsDetroit.com. See ya. Bye-bye.